Alrighty, on this episode, I'm going to talk about the trolley that the cars are always sitting on. So lately I've had, a few of you guys messaging me, asking me about the trolley, how have you gone about making it? How's it sitting on there? That kind of thing. So I'm just going to go through it with you and see if we can get some information out to you guys about it. All right, let's put it up in the air. So I've recently had another coupe turn up. So I actually have to take this car off the trolley and put the other coupe on. So I use this trolley for pretty much all of the cars that I do. That way it keeps them nice and stable. They don't move around. So basically it is just 75 by 50 RHS. It's 3 millimeter or is it 2.5? From memory, I think it was 2.5. So if you're going to make one, I would suggest go to 3 mil. Just to give it that extra bit of strength. I do notice that this one does flex a little, but not much. So not enough to affect anything. So I have got it attached, starting at the front here. I've got it attached to where your lower control arm would go through. So you're just using those same bolts. Now, if you're doing this, make sure that your car is level at the time before you start. So that's what I did in the first place before I made this. Make sure that the car's level. And then at the front here, each sedan, coupe, hardtop, whatever you want to go by, they have the holes at the front here, these location holes, all in the same spots. So basically, from factory, these pinpoints, you'll find them on the cars, and that's where they were lining things up from. These are on the torque boxes here. You'll find holes there. Now you'll notice that I have got these bars going up here. Now these bars are for your 73 onwards cars, where there's a reinforcement that comes through. Pretty much there's a hole right in this location where that picks up from that. So this being a 72, obviously not needed, but they weren't in the way either. It comes close, but it's not actually hitting it. So then from there, I pick up the points from where these leaf springs go. Realistically, if you didn't want to bolt the car to it, that hole there is the same, obviously both sides, the rear torque boxes. There's nothing stopping you from picking up from that point, which is, in actual fact, that's what I do with the rest of the trolleys around here, where I'm not, they're only just sitting on the trolleys. So that's where I go to. I just pick them up from that point there, and that way I can just roll the cars around. Now at the back, all I've got is this bar just sits underneath, carrying the weight of the chassis, rear rails. I wouldn't go calling it a chassis, but well, rear rails. So it just sits there supporting it. So when I take the sills off, like I've said before, you'd be surprised at how much you can actually chop off the car and the car will not collapse in half. It won't break in half. But to make sure I don't want any movement, that's why I've got it sitting on this trolley. So now, if you can imagine, let's say for argument's sake, we remove the whole sill, which is what we've done. If there's nothing there to support anything, then, you know, there is a possibility that the car can flex in the center and, you know, be out of alignment. So basically, knowing that this and the rear is now supported, I feel comfortable in knowing that the rear section isn't going to move anywhere. So the front, this, and the braces at the front there, I know that the front's not going to move anywhere. And obviously when this one here on a 73 model goes through, I know it's not going to tilt backwards, but it wouldn't tilt backwards anyway. But, you know, it's just one of those things that I feel more comfortable with a 73 than I do a 72. Nothing's ever moved anyway for me. Now you guys have noticed on the other videos where I've got these door braces. So basically, you know, I'm not drilling any extra holes. I'm not welding anything extra. These I can move from one car to the next. If you had the car sitting on some other sort of trolley and then just relying on these, I would not feel comfortable. You know, these are only there to sort of like, just to give it that extra little bit. I'm hoping that makes sense. That is pretty much the trolley. So when you're making your trolley, like I said, set the car up level, you know, get your bars, your wheels, make up, you know, this bottom trolley first, the bottom section, have it as like a roller type thing. And then once you know your car is level, that's when you can start measuring, you know, from there to there. And then, you know, the back one, once you know that they're level, then obviously the back ones, you can just, you know, see what I've done there. Some point, I've cut it, slid a bar over the top, and then I've been able to lift it back up. So I've been able to move it up and down to sort of like suit. So there's the trolley. Like I said, never had an issue with anything being out of alignment. Nothing's ever moved. Can you do it without the trolley? Yeah, for sure, 100%. I just wouldn't feel comfortable in doing it. You know, like, you know what it's like. Once you get used to doing something a certain way, then you're just like, all right, you know, like, I'll go about it like this. So I've never had a problem. Why would I change my method? You know what I mean? So anyway, as for this bar here, going through the center here, it does absolutely nothing because I used it. I used this trolley for XW station wagon to keep it nice and stable. And I needed to put this extra bar in there to pick up some extra points, which I was able to cut off afterwards. So, but I've just left the bar on there. Doesn't affect anything. So yeah, there you go. Now I'm just about to take it off the car, or take the car off the trolley. So I've just got to quickly make up another trolley so I can move this shell around, and then that way I can put the other car coupe onto this trolley. Now, I cannot show you the other car at the moment. It's a surprise. You like surprises? So all will be revealed, but at the moment I just want to try and do some extra stuff to it, and I will be showing you bits and pieces on that coupe that didn't need to be done on this coupe. So I'll show you other stuff as well. Hope you guys don't mind that either. So, but yeah, anyway, there's the trolley. Okay. Any other questions or whatever, feel free to ask me. But I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. If you are doing other cars, I can't remember what other car there was. Someone asked me about it, but Basically same principle, like pick up those points there, at least you know that they're not going anywhere, and your front points there, so you know, at least you know that way it's not going anywhere. Whatever braces or whatever you want underneath there, you can pick up those points. If you're not replacing torque boxes, then you know, you can go through this front hole here. If you are replacing torque boxes, then you know, leave that bar out for the moment, replace your torque box, and maybe even just pick up from somewhere here, like these bolt holes here, like just make a bracket that goes on there, so you're not actually welding anything else on. If you wanted to weld something else on, you can. There's nothing stopping you from it. But if you put a plate there, bolt your plate on, weld another brace coming down, then you know, obviously saves you from doing anything like extra welds. And same with this side here, you've got power steering. You've got steering box going on here. You know, you've got crushed tubes in between, so just put, you know, flat plate on here, bring it down to whatever, or even if it's up the top there, going across, bolt your plate on, and then weld your extra brace coming on, going down onto the bar here. Or, you know, run a bar across, and then you get the idea. Like I said, now that I've got the sills done, I've got the plenum done, I've got all that structural stuff done, I feel comfortable in taking it off the trolley to put it on just to one of my other trolleys. But unfortunately, all my other trolleys have got cars on them at the moment, so I'll just have to quickly make up another one. So I'll do that. Okay, so there's the trolley without anything on it. It's just a matter of, you know, using your caster bolts straight through, picking up your points. I've had a few different cars on here, and that's why I've just had to modify things all the time, you know. Oh, that's right, that's why I cut these. I couldn't remember what I cut them for, but it was for the XW wagon. So they were slightly different height. So I've just ended up cutting them, raising them up, welding them on. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same through most of the models. From memory, yeah, most of the cars, yeah. I've never really had to start cutting too much off this thing and whatever else. But, you know, 75 by 50, strong enough. I mean, if you want to go overkill, go 100 mil by 50, but yeah, it's overkill. So there's that bit. I'll I'll make up the other trolley now, and get this trolley underneath the other coupe. So if you are just making a trolley to roll the car around with, just, you know, at some point you're going to want to work on it you know, at a nice height sort of thing. So just set your car up at the height you want, and, you know, goes without saying that not all of us have access to a hoist either, you know. Fortunately I do. You know, but if you don't, you know, jack your car up to whatever height you want to go at. And so what I'm going to do is just off the bar that I've got going across here, I've got them set up to go into that little locating hole. In a second, I'll just grab one. I just quickly made these things up. So I've just made up a pin sort of thing. So then that'll sit up there, and just, you know, now I just measure from there to there, and then, you know, I'll get more of an accurate measurement across and just stick them right on top of that bar. So 150 mil, that'll do me. So yeah, and then I'll go to the front, measure those ones, do the same thing, and then I'll, you know, weld them in, drop the car on them, and at least that way it's just a trolley just to push the car around, and then I'll be able to do the rest of the body work and whatever else on this trolley. Yeah, but if you're going to make a trolley to, you know, cut your sills off and that sort of stuff, I wouldn't recommend something like this. Like this is for after you've done all your structural work and you don't have to worry about it bending anymore and things like that. So yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so trolley's made, and you can see where I've got it going through. So let me crawl around underneath here, both sides, and you can see the pin coming through the inspection hole there. And then if you go to the back, it's just going through the torque boxes at the back there. It's about 500 mil off the ground, roughly. It ends up being a nice working height. So, you know, you do your body work, and, you know, you're at sort of like at this height, you know. It's good. Anyway, hopefully you got some ideas for making your trolleys, and I reckon that's about the end of this video. Yeah, just a video on trolley making and whatnots. All right, so I'll catch you on the next one, eh?